13 games it took me, 13 games before I got to be able to say, "Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves." This week we are continuing our A to Z challenge in Dota 2 with Huskar. And yes, you did hear it right, it took me 13 games before I got the win on this hero. And there's several reasons for that. Number one is quite simply because he is... come on, go to the right here, there we go. Yeah, number one is that he... Well, mainly it was bad luck or unskilled randomers or any number of things like that, but largely it was just that Huskar is a squishy hero with a small life pool, and two of his abilities involve taking away his own life. Yep, that's right, he damages himself with two of his attacks. And a third ability involves him... it's only active when he's at less than 40% health. And the fourth ability will heal. That's it. So he's got two which damage, one which he needs to be damaged, and one which heals. And he's also only useful when he's spent a fair bit of money on items. Which is a shame because he falls off after about 20 minutes. So, I have been talking about the skills, so let's just examine those quickly. We have Inner Vitality. This is the healing one I mentioned. And basically, if the target's below 40% health, they'll heal faster. It's healing me or an ally. I only ever use it for me because I don't stay alive long enough to use it on an ally. And yeah, you get up to 20% bonus from your primary attribute and up to 80% bonus if you're below 40% health. So that one gets scaled fairly late. I'm not sure why, I just followed the guide and it seems to work out. The first skill to be leveled up was Burning Spears. This will basically, at this level, it will cost me 15% health, 15 health, and it will do an extra 5 damage. Which isn't that great. It goes up to 20 damage, 20 extra damage for 15 health, which still isn't that great, but it's a nice boost. We have Berserker's Blood. This is the passive, and basically if you are below 40% health, then it will give you bonus attack speed and bonus resistance, and he attacks really quickly if he gets to low life. But it's useful, but he's such a squishy hero that if he gets to that low life, then he's likely not going to be alive much longer anyway. So this is kind of it's kind of necessary to make him viable as a hero anyway, I think. And then he got his ultimate, which will it will take, I think, about a third of your health, and you leap to someone, and then you take away a percentage of their health, and you slow them, and you're spell immune while you're jumping. So, yeah, you take 35% damage, you deal 35% damage, and you do up to 60% movement slow. And if you get a scepter, it's up to 65% of that damage. I never got a scepter because I'm not quick enough to farm all of his regular items and a scepter. and here I'm being very stupid and getting completely annihilated by a tower. I have my bottle in the stash, but no one bought a courier yet, so I'm going to have to walk back and get it. And I'm not doing great in this lane at the moment. I'm just kind of looking around the different heroes while I walk back, seeing what they've got. That axe on the other team is going to be the bane of my life this game, because, as you can imagine, the correct skill order for Huskar is you turn on the Burning Spear, and then you leap on someone and you keep hitting them. And you hope that you manage to kill them before you use up all of your life. And what Axe does is he uses a blink dagger to leap on someone, and he will then force you to attack him. He'll lock down your spells and abilities, and that basically means if he gets the jump on me, then I may not be able to activate Burning Spears, assuming they're not already on, and I won't be able to leap on him and do the bonus damage and the slow. So yeah, it's kind of like Axe is a better version of Huskar, really, in this situation, and I need to not quite be so aggressive. Well, I say that, but Huskar is built entirely around being aggressive. And I'm just using up my bottle charges before I grab the rune there. Unfortunately, I missed one charge, so I'm slightly lower health than I should be. And also, unfortunately, the Ricky decided to jump the sniper before I was back in lane. So a kill was basically not a kill. Which is a great shame there. And as you can see, the sniper is already back to full health, and yeah, I wasn't happy with how the Ricky played in the early parts of this game. But I do now have an illusion rune. I'm trying really hard to harass the sniper, but he's got a longer range than me, which means I keep taking tower damage. And if I had activated the illusion rune slightly quicker, then I wouldn't have taken... Well, he may have gotten the wrong hero. He may have hit an illusion instead of me. But yes, I was actually against a sniper the last game I played, and that didn't work out so well for me either. So that's a shame. And the Ricky took the bounty rune, which means that I can't refill my bottle now. Did I mention I wasn't happy with how he played the start of the game? Yep, I'm not quite dead, I don't think. Nope. But I do need to leave lane, which means I am losing experience. Still no courier. If we had a courier, then I would probably be level 6 by now, and I would be able to jump the sniper when he comes out of position. But as it is, I'm still under-leveled. So, we should talk about items. He's mid, so he gets bottle, obviously. This helps a great deal when you're using your own health in order to attack someone. But it doesn't help as much as it could do, because of course if you get hit when you are using a bottle charge, then the bottle charge cancels, which means that you only get a very tiny portion of healing from it, and it's very unlikely to actually save you. What I'm trying to do with some of these creeps is to attack cancel, which is something which I haven't really bothered to learn until recently. But it's basically when you right click a enemy creep and you just saw a brief thing of it there, and then you cancel your attack using the stop button. Yeah, there we go. I tried to leap him and I didn't have my arrows turned on, so it's not a kill. And top lane didn't call missing. I suspect that's because there wasn't actually anyone in top lane. I seem to remember that happened. Let's have a look at Axe's kills. Axe has 1 kill. Okay, so that's kind of annoying that I was his fast kill, but again, no one called missing, so I didn't know I had to be a bit careful. And because I was dead, we lost the middle tower. Although we already have lost the top tower, which means I was probably right when I said there's no one in top lane. So, yeah, I talked about the bottle. We get phase boots on him because it's useful in chasing down enemies, and I misplayed here. What I wanted to do was go round the trees and leap the sniper from the other side, but I messed up because the path wasn't quite as accurate as I thought it would be. And now I'm just going to see if I can make that happen. Yes, I can. And I should get a kill out of this. Yeah, the Barming Spears. I think they do damage over time. Lasts 8 seconds, so I guess maybe it says they stack. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I decided to leap the razor there. I was pretty sure I could get the kill, and I did. I'm lucky there wasn't an axe there. Dragon Knight has come to relieve me in lane, so I can go heal and collect my Morbid Mask, which is the 3rd item we need to get. I'm going to build it into Helm of the Dominator for the extra stats it gives, but I don't ever use the Helm of the Dominator, and I know that's really bad and I should, and something like a Crit Dog or a Sentry would be really useful with Huskar, but I find it difficult enough to play Huskar without having to worry about all of the hassles of micromanaging a creep. If I got the Crit Dog it wouldn't be so bad, but especially using phase boots, Huskar is fast enough that I don't think the creep would be able to keep up if I was trying to initiate. And Ricky got the kill on the axe there, and we got the kill on the razor. Ricky got a kill on the razor as well. Basically, I can't take the axe on my own. Huskar is an initiator, not a teamfight hero. Most of the heroes on the enemy team, I can take down. I think it's only the axe that I can't take down on my own, but at the same time, I am literally only good for 1 kill. So if they go around as a team or go around as 2, I can't initiate, I can't do anything unless my team's there ready to jump in and attack the other guy. Or to attack my target and kill it quickly enough that that I don't waste too much health on it. But by that time I've already got 35% of my health done. And now I'm heading down to bottom lane to defend it, because there is, I think, the axe in bottom lane and a couple of other heroes. There's the bounty and the razor, and I'm pinging bottom lane, and I'm actually saying in chat that, look, I can't defend this on my own, I'm a 1v1 hero, this isn't going to work, you need to come help. Yes, there's a bounty and an axe with an illusion room, so I don't know which one to jump, and yeah, I can't take the axe on myself. What I can do is kill a ton of his health and basically make him a soft target for the other people to soften up, to finish off, basically. And how many kills does he have? He has 6 kills now, and only one of them was me, I think. So, yes, he is getting fed. Yeah, he has more kills than anyone else. So Axe is getting fed, which means he's going to get a lot harder. And look, the Vicky and the Dragon Knight suddenly decide that they actually do want to fight. If only they had actually done that a few minutes earlier, we may have saved the bottom tower. So yeah, I've talked about... I'm going to have to jump the Axe now, because he was going to catch up to me and kill me anyway. The Vicky hopefully will get that kill if he's going to do anything. There we go, we got the kill eventually. Thank you for joining in right away, Vicky. Okay, so we got 2 kills there, Bounty Hunter and Axe. It wasn't the Razor, it was the Witch Doctor in this lane. I can take the Bounty Hunter, but of course he goes invisible, which means we need detection or a stun. And I don't have a stun. So now I think they should stop chasing that. Looks like I'm coming down to try and stop this push now that Axe is dead. Well, sort of dead, he's just come back, but I can push this fairly safely for a couple of seconds. He has gone straight to the bottom lane though, so I need to be really careful. I'm leaving my Barling Spears turned on. As long as I don't get aggro from the creeps, I can pretty much do this, and this is bait. I know this is bait. What on earth happened there? I've got no idea. Yeah, basically I knew I was dead there, so I decided to finish off the Razor before I died, and it worked out okay. And it was Sniper who got me, not the Axe, which is always a good thing. And our Shadow Shaman there is dead as well. So, Axe now has 8 kills. He is going to keep getting fed and he's going to keep getting bigger. Right, only 2 of those kills for the Axe were me. Okay, so we've talked about Helm with the Dominator, and the next thing, and this is the thing that you need to get on Huskar before he's actually useful. Which is a shame because right now it's nearing 20 minutes, and as I said, he only lasts until about half an hour, so I haven't even started on this item yet. But it's an armlet. Armlet I have used in a previous game, can't actually remember what hero I used it on, but basically it gives you a ton extra damage, and in exchange you lose 40% health, and there's nothing I can do here. He's going to catch up, so I just had to soften him up a bit. He's got a third less health now. He does have Blade Mail though, so that's going to make our lives a lot more difficult. It's basically, I'm going to take even more damage when I'm attacking him, which isn't ideal. Yeah, so Armlet, tons more damage, much bigger health pool, but you lose 40 health a second. And I don't think I actually use it that well this game. So, yeah, Axe has 9 kills now. And I am a third of his kills, but that's the way Huskar goes, and there wasn't really anything I could do to prevent that, I don't think. So I have my Helm of the Dominator finally. That's a really slow helm. I'm now going to finish off my phase boots. I've got no idea who had the courier. I'm suspecting that Vicky did, and I was trying to micromanage it away, but I wasn't quick enough by the time I spotted it was there. So, again, really not happy with how Vicky played, and I'm hiding in the trees here hoping I can pick someone off, but there's 3 heroes there. There's no way I'm going to be useful there. Vicky went in, so I'm going to leap on someone. Bounty, yeah, you'll do. He went invisible. We have dust. I suspect it was the Queen of Pain who got the dust there. And it took me a little while to realise that there's actually still a fight going on, but Queen of Pain kind of has it handled. I really wish I was a bit quicker so I could have saved her and stopped her dying, but that's what happens sometimes. And looks like Bounty's coming back to play. Let's hope he shows himself so we can kill him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, looks like Axe is there, and I don't know why I did that. Like, I knew the, who was it that just died? Shadow Shaman. Yeah, I knew he was dead. I shouldn't have jumped in. And we almost get the kill. If Ricky hadn't walked away, we would have killed the Axe again. Like, it's simple as that. He was dead anyway. He had no reason to back off from that, except he was trying to go invisible, of course. But, yeah. Hopefully the Queen of Pain and the Dragon Knight, easily our two best players this time. They're going to clean up the kill. And who is it? It's Sniper coming along, so hopefully we can get that. And we've got a Bounty Hunter as well. But yeah, I have my phase boots now. Quicker to get them than the Helm of the Dominator, of course, because they don't cost so much. I think about 900 to complete. And there's a bounty. Basically, I knew that people were jungling, so I stopped here to type a chat message and let people know. Because I can't ping on him when he's dead. When he's invisible, sorry. So, I can sort of ping him to let people know there's there, so I decided to use a chat message instead. Now, I believe the Axe is around here somewhere. This is probably bait again. They did that a lot. They sent in their squishy heroes to try and bait me out, and there's the Axe. And I should be using my bottle charges. I used one of them there. I could have used a couple more. We did get the Axe in the end. Sometimes you get heroes who are basically... They start off as support or jungling heroes and they transition into semi-carries. I did it the other way round. I started off as a carry and I transitioned into a support almost. I was more responsible for setting up kills than actually getting kills, and a good Huskar player will just be getting kill after kill after kill after kill and not dying. So at the moment I have more deaths than kills, but my assists kind of make up for it. Especially since a lot of those assists were on Axe.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Right,
attack.
looks like we are able to push right now. Got to be really careful because there isn't actually anyone else here. And Ricky is just standing around. And there's an Axe incoming. And I will jump away quickly. Axe has 12 kills. Oh joy, he's getting even more fed. Let's just check what their items are very quickly. There's a Shadow Blade on the Sniper. There is... I should know what that item is, but let's go back and see the fight happening. Again, I jumped the Axe. This time there's no one around to clean up the kill, unfortunately. Queen of Pain there. Just barely getting away. She's got a haste rune, which will help her even more. And she even stops to clear up a creep wave before carrying on. So yeah, Sniper there, he's not going to be able to do anything. He may slow her, but it looks like she was contemplating going on the Sniper, or maybe just drawing him closer to the tower. But yes, looks like they're going to push the tier 2 tower here. As soon as I'm back alive, I will be heading down there right about now. We need some more people here. We've got Shadow Shaman, we have Dragon Knight potentially incoming, and the Ricky's in the jungle. Yep, our Dragon Knight is coming. I don't want to go on anyone yet, but... Okay, we got a kill there. And then I was out of position. Unfortunately, my leap was on cooldown, so I couldn't use that on the axe. And Dragon Knight doesn't want any of it quite right. Let's keep checking their items. There is a Bloodstone on the Witch Doctor and nothing else. Axe has Blade Mail and Blink. Looks like he's building a Crimson Guard as well. And our Queen of Pain is quite dead. And the Razor has a Yasha recipe and boots. I don't know why he bothered to buy the recipe fast. That's basically a huge waste of gold. Because it's a piece of paper that does absolutely nothing until you get the other items. So you may as well save up and get the other items. And then you're doing sort of more damage or quicker damage or something. You're getting benefits or stats from it. Okay. Our Shadow Shaman, possibly the weakest member of our team. Although it's hard to tell because Ricky is basically... he's really overpowered right now. And so it could be that our Ricky's the worst player of our team, and we just don't know because he's so overpowered that no one can tell. Okay, we've got Queen of Pain here, we don't have Dragon Knight. I would much prefer to have Dragon Knight and Ricky here. Ricky's coming up behind them. And all we've got to do really is sit here and kill the creeps. Unfortunately, I forgot about the blink on the axe and I was standing too close. But he did die in the end. I managed to get my jump off right at the end. And Ricky would get a kill there, except there was a bounty waiting in the wings. And now our Dragon Knight should probably back off really quickly. Dragon Knight, as I've said before, is pretty much only useful when he has his ult up. Although this Dragon Knight, Helm of the Dominator, and not much else though. So he's not quite tanky yet, I don't think. Queen of Pain has a Dagon that will see a lot of use in this game, and it will secure a lot of kills. Shadow Shaman looks like he's going for an Axe right off the bat. A lot of people just not buying boots and not buying anything before their first item. And Ricky has Mask of Madness, Treads, Diffusal Blade, and he's building something else, which I'm not sure what he's building. I think I built that item before, but I can't quite remember it. Okay, we got a kill there. Oh, come on, Ricky, please help. Yeah, he completely missed his smoke there. He didn't join in the fight quickly enough, and he almost got himself killed chasing the axe down. Okay, we've got a Dragon Knight. Oh, he's got Dragon Form. He may be able to get this kill, except there is the Bounty Hunter he's got to be careful of, and I'm sure that people... the sniper's probably going to come up behind him if I remember correctly. Yeah, there we go, there's the sniper. Oh, Ricky just barely got away, and unfortunately the Dragon Knight can't do enough damage that that he escapes from... I'm sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, the Dragon Knight can't do enough damage that it counteracts the healing that Witch Doctor has. The sniper seems to be not that great as well. I noticed during laning phase that he was keeping himself out of my reach, but that's pretty much all he was doing, and he was auto attacking the creeps and not getting last hits. So there is that going for us. He also, the reason I really think that he's not a good sniper player at least, is that he keeps using his assassinate far too early. It does have a mini stun, which is about 0.1 seconds I think, and that's basically only useful for stopping TPs, I believe. Or maybe if you want to trigger... No, it's not even useful for triggering Lincolns because I'm assuming that would block the other damage. Now, yeah, I could not survive that. Sniper has got a Desolator, which reduces all my armor, does 60 extra damage, and completely melted me. Huskar is a very squishy hero. As you can see, I have now died 12 times, and it's really hampering my ability to get my armlet. Which, if I got my armlet fairly early, then I would be much more useful a bit later into the game. But because I didn't, I'm just absolutely useless. Like, there's nothing I can do right now. There is a fight going on. I noticed it just then, but it looks like it's over already. Yeah. I think the main reason I didn't get enough farm was the axe. Because the axe got fed so quickly, he's now too powerful for me to shut down, and I keep getting killed by him. Which means that I keep losing my gold, and I can't farm effectively. Like, I'm actually afraid to go into the jungle at this point. And I can't even kill creep waves because every time I try I die like that, so basically the armlet is just going to take forever for me to get this game, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time dead until that happens. The main item I need to get is the Helm of the Iron Will, which costs 950 gold. I am only 450 gold away from it, but I can guarantee I'm going to die before I get that, like several times. Okay, I am back alive now, and I really need to not jump on anyone here because the axe is most likely right there, waiting for me to do exactly that. I could have bought a BKB this game, that's almost 4,000 gold. If I activated that at the right times, it would stop the axe blinking on me and doing so much damage to me. I would stop the Witch Doctor ultimate, it would stop the Witch Doctor stun, and after this fight I will check the sniper. Yep, sniper has a Shadow Blade, of course, and completely annihilated me. Ricky looks like... Okay, yeah, Ricky just about got the Razor kill, but that's all we got from that fight. 3 deaths for 1 kill. 4 deaths from 1 kill. Okay, now would be a good time to check the sniper. It pierces spell immunity, which means a BKB would not help. It is magical damage. That's very odd. It's magical damage, but it does pierce spell immunity. Sniper's too overpowered. There's a lot of overpowered heroes right now. Okay, I'm holding back into the barracks, no, the fountain, because there's nothing I can do except go out there and die. But now we've got Queen of Pain, we've got Dragon Knight, we've got a Shadow Shaman who will probably die before he does anything, and we have Ricky coming up in a minute. And I'm going to die, but so is the axe. There we go. Again, I don't have my harm of the Iron Will yet.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, I dropped the sentries because we kind of need to be able to see the bounty hunter, and we need to be able to see the sniper when he goes invisible. And I checked the items of the Dragon Knight and the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman had plenty of free spots. He could have picked up the sentries and placed them quickly, but now there's a fight going on, so he doesn't have a chance. So I'm going to grab them quickly myself in a second, and if I get time I will place them down and hopefully give us a bit of an advantage. Okay, so I place one there. That's a really bad positioning because there's two towers there. That will give us true sight on those heroes. The other one is much more useful. We've got vision on the bounty now, and hopefully vision on the sniper. Okay, so yes, we do have vision on the bounty. Unfortunately, Queen of Pain wasn't quite quickly enough, but as soon as he comes forward again, we can start attacking him. There we go. And I'm going to jump the Razor. And I actually got that kill finally. Yeah, we have Queen of Pain and we have Ricky, both of which are very good at doing blast damage, and so a lot of the assists I've got were literally one hit away from being my kill. But unfortunately not. And Shadow Shaman will block in the Dragon Knight now, so he's going to die. We do actually have two couriers right now. We've had two couriers fairly early on in the game. In fact, we had two couriers before the courier got upgraded. So I don't know when that was. Only one is showing at the moment, so I'm guessing one of them maybe got killed. And I think actually I just saw it respawn. Possibly. And there's a sniper mid lane, so that courier is going to die. Bye bye courier. Okay. Again, I don't know why I did that. The Shadow Shaman was going to die anyway. I had no reason to actually jump on the axe instead of running away. Queen of Pain is coming now, so she will find it easier that the axe only has half health. Okay, sniper died. Axe is back to full health for now, unfortunately. And let's see if the axe will die from this. Nope, our carrier got killed. I'm not sure who sent it out. I'm guessing maybe the Ricky again. And as you can see, our Ancient is very almost dead. And our Dragon... no, that was the Queen of Pain. I'm back here, so I'm gonna... That's really bad. I didn't realise the ultimate was up, the Witch Doctor ultimate. So I get the Razor, but then the creeps killed me, unfortunately. But the axe is dead, and the sniper's dead. Axe just brought back, which is kind of good because it means we got way back, and I'm guessing axe has boots of travel now. Yeah. Hopefully our Dragon Knight can get away. No, I guess not. Oh, maybe, yes, he managed to stun, which is good. I got 500 and 450, only 1000 gold until I finally get my my armlet. Okay, so the axe almost had our Ancient, and now basically all I'm trying to do is kill the axe. which happened from the Dagon from the Queen of Pain, which is great. And now there is lots of heals going on, but there we go. Vicky managed to get the Witch Doctor kill, which cancelled the healing, and Queen of Pain managed to get the Dagon on the sniper. And there's the Razor again. Yeah, looks like we have got that kill as well. Okay, so our Ancient, I think when I died last time I was looking at the Ancient and I had GG queued up ready to send, and I have a rule that I never actually send the GG until the Ancient falls. Yeah, we've got one carrier there and another respawning in 20 seconds. And that carrier is probably going to die again. So, Ancient, I do believe the Ancient will actually heal, just very, very slowly. So we've given it a chance anyway. And all I need is something like 250 gold. And I'm trying to get that from the Mega Creeps here. Unfortunately, I cannot tank the Mega Creeps in any way, shape or form. It is important to clear this lane though, because well, we have nothing in the mid lane. We have nothing between these creeps and our Ancient, which is the tiniest bit of health right now. So after I get my armlet, I think I will be working on a Maelstrom, because I need extra damage and I desperately need crowd clearance. Okay, and the Ricky's helping me out clearing the lane, but I'm not sure if he's helping so much as just trying to steal my last hits. I'm gonna walk back to the fountain now in the hopes that by the time I get there I will have gotten enough for my recipe. Yes, there's a courier sitting at the secret shop. Someone on our team is really bad at managing the courier. Okay, yeah, I've got the Maelstrom ready to... Oh, that's a very dead hero. I'm not going to go in on that. Yeah, I've got the Maelstrom queued up, ready to buy. I will be buying the Mithril Hammer fast, of course. Which, as you can imagine, is like a 1600 gold item, isn't it? Yeah, so considering how long it took me to get the Helm of the Iron Will, it's going to be a fair while before I actually get this item. And look, there's an axe coming to play. And they are all up, so we need to be really careful. I pinged him there, not necessarily to say go on him, but more to say careful, he's there. He could blink on us at any point. Don't know what he's doing. He just seems to be walking backwards and forwards, trying to get a kill, I guess. Yeah, he really is just walking around in circles right now. Not that he actually needs to do anything, because I'm just trying to jump him right now. I didn't manage to get the jump off, but I did manage to do a fair bit of damage anyway. And now we've got another couple of dead heroes, I hope. Yeah, there we go. And the Dragon Knight should be able to tank this damage until the... Oop, he is dead there. Oop, no. Yes, shame. And now our Ancient's under attack by Mega Creeps. And we have two couriers going around, standing... I think someone's actually actively trying to get the couriers killed. Like, there is absolutely no reason to put two couriers right next to the Mega Creeps. Just return them to base, come on. Yeah, they are. They're trying to get the couriers killed. So...
has fallen.
I have no idea who is doing that, to be honest. Is there actually any way
Radiant's
I
bottom
can
tower is under attack.
see who's controlling these? No, it doesn't look like it. Right. Huskar, there we go. Yeah, someone here was really messing around with our carriers and getting them killed, and I suspect deliberately, which is a really poor thing to do, especially when we're trying so hard to tartle the damage coming in. We do still have 2 sets of barracks, which is a good thing. They seem to be intent on just pushing down mid and going for the kind of game-ending push, I guess you could call it. But they haven't quite managed it yet, and I think they would do better if they just focused on the towers and the racks. Because right now we only have 1 set of mega creeps to worry about. Okay, that's a whole load of damage from Queen of Pain, and I need to walk right away from there. I activated my healing because I should use bottle charges as well, especially when a third of my health is about to disappear. Looks like we may get this kill, not before I die though. That's kind of the common theme of this game. I will get the axe right down, he'll kill me, and then someone else will finish him off. And I still actually have, if you count my kills and assists, I am doing better than my deaths. Which is kind of what I meant when I said I'm transitioning into a support Huskar. Which at this stage in the game is not actually surprising. Checking items, Ricky has a... is that a Skull Basher? Let's check. Yes, a Skull Basher. Could be useful, I guess. He also has... he just sold a Chrysalis for a gem. We needed 300 more gold. Like... I don't know. Coming down into this fight quickly. Looks like the fight's over. I don't know why the Ricky sold his Chrysalis for that. Like, seriously, we do not need a gem that badly. I mean, I know they've got 2 heroes which go invisible and you want to jump on one of them, but you would do so much more damage with the Chrysalis. Was it a Chrysalis or was it a Desolator? I think it was a Chrysalis. Anyway. Will the Vicky die for that? No, it looks like he won't, but the axe is there now. If they have dust, then he's dead. In fact, do any of them actually have... Axe does have boots of travel, I thought he did, and... Dust. No dust. Our Queen of Pain is buying us dust and helping us get kills. I should probably buy some at some point, but I decided to jump on the Witch Doctor there because he's the one doing the healing, and I completely missed the fact that there was a an axe there. Either that or I just didn't want any of it because I knew I couldn't do much at this level of health. There is a Razor trying to go on me though, so I will just turn around and jump him and do tons and tons of damage. And Queen of Pain just got the kill. I think if Razor hadn't activated his ult, I would have walked away from that. But never mind, we got the axe and the sniper and the Witch Doctor and the Razor, which I'm less bothered about. And all that we lost was me, so yeah, go support Huskar. New meta, guys. Right, and now, because the axe is dead for another minute, we get to push really hard. Our creeps, I presume the Queen of Pain has been pushing the top lane, I think I noticed that while the game was actually being played. And Queen of Pain is just trying not to get killed by the sniper. We do manage to get the sniper kill anyway, and I'm back alive, so I'm just gonna walk back into lane using my phase boots as much as possible. Axe is still dead, so we may be able to take the top tower. Just waiting on creep wave. Ricky is walking off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain, we kind of need Queen of Pain to be here because she's the one who can push lanes really quickly. And I guess Shadow Shaman should be here as well because he's got the Mass Serpent Ward, which is fantastic at pushing towers. But we're back off now because the Axe is back alive. We did, however, push the lane out really far, and they're just going to pretty much have to make up for that. So, I really want my Mithril Hammer at this point. I want to start building the Maelstrom, but Queen of Pain takes both of my last hits there, which I'm not too annoyed about because she will probably use the gold more effectively and hold on to the gold longer than I will, but yeah, not brilliant for my farming techniques. And now I'm getting back because they are the enemy team will be pushing into our lane or into our jungle right about now, and because we can't see them, it's really dangerous for us to be in the jungle. What is that on Queen of Pain? That is E-Blade, Ethereal Blade. Interesting. I haven't actually used that, so I won't talk about it too much. And looks like we are going on the Razor. And the Axe. Let's see if I can actually do it. That took a huge chunk of my life away because he had Blade Mail active, so it probably took away 2/3 of my life instead of 1/3. What I didn't consider doing this game, which I should have done, is buying a Blade Mail. Right, let's go to the Axe. He's watching the Queen of Pain. Why are you watching Queen of Pain, Axe? Switch back to your own screen now. Yep, thank you. That sells for... It doesn't actually tell me the sale price. Okay, so I'm not sure how much that costs, but it's probably a better investment for me than the Mithril Hammer, than the Mjolnir. Pretty much because when Axe reflects damage onto me, I'm pretty sure I can reflect it right back onto him, at least, well, only once, of course, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So it will mean that I'm doing a ton of damage to him even when he's got his Blade Mail up, and even when he's making me attack him, it's still doing damage to himself as well. Let's go into recam that real quickly. And it doesn't actually show me... Oh, Ricky's controlling it at the moment. Yeah, Ricky is standing in the store, getting the courier to go to him. 2 couriers to go to him, sorry. Queen of Pain will probably be able to leap out of that, there we go. Witch Doctor is coming along to try and pursue her.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I'm going to take this camp really quickly. It's nope, I thought I was going to take the camp. Looks like we're going top lane to head off the sniper. And
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
There's a courier just sitting there. I'm pretty sure at this point that it is the Vicky who's just not using the courier properly. So I've changed my mind, guys. Ricky is the worst player in this team. And I knew I didn't need to jump the Razor. Razor's going to die anyway. There we go. Because Razor went too far forward trying to bait me. And I was having none of it. Right, so that is the E-Blade in practice. I didn't see that during the game, I was too busy getting killed. But we managed to get the... Oop, sorry, I've got hiccups here. Yeah, so I managed to get 3 of them. I didn't see the bounty hunter all that often. I've got no idea where he was during this game, but he didn't seem to be a major threat, so I didn't pay him too much attention. And Sniper is a target, but he is also very squishy, so we know we can take him down fairly easily if he's distracted with one of us, say me, for example. Right, I'm dead. Sniper is trying desperately to push the top lane. I just I pinged him to let them know he was there, and they can decide whether they're going to deal with him or whether they're going to keep pushing. Looks like Queen of Pain will deal with him. Leap and Invis. Unfortunately, we don't have any sentries there, and Queen of Pain I don't think has a gem, so we didn't get the kill, but we did scare him off a bit, and our creeps are now pushing right up to their tower. Looks like Sniper did want to die after all. Yes. Well done, Sniper. So now our Ricky and our Queen of Pain are pushing. Our Dragon Knight is waiting in the fountain because he quite wisely doesn't want to push while Axe is alive. So I was in lane anyway. I'm just going to walk up there, see if there's actually anything I can do. Ricky finally got a silence onto the right person, and it looks like we're just going to push the lane a bit and back off. Hopefully Ricky was damaged enough that he doesn't chase after us. So I have my Mithril Hammer, I have my Gauntlet, Gloves of Haste, and I am pretty close to getting my recipe. I think it's about 900, 700, even closer than I thought. So if I clear out a couple of camps while the Axe is otherwise engaged, then I should have my nice shiny new item. Now, this is actually quite impressive. At 20 or 30 minutes, they were right up at a fountain and it was pretty much 0 health. And now if you look at it, it's about 2/3, I guess. 50% to 2/3. Which is fantastic. Okay, so I did actually buy the item. Why is it still saying it's there? I think that's just a glitch. It didn't happen during the game. Oops, I forgot to change it back to player perspective. That's why it didn't update. Okay, Ricky will probably get himself killed. Yes, he decided to show himself. Either he decided to show himself or he got dusted. No, I don't think he got dusted, so I have no idea. Maybe the Battle Hunger, no. No, I don't know why he decided to show himself in lane then. Right, so we're just cleaning up a few things here. Like a Witch Doctor and a Razor. And we've got a sniper as well. I've got some sentries ready to buy. I don't want to buy them quite yet because we don't need them in base just yet. Queen of Pain, I'm pretty sure, used dust there. She was actually really good about buying dust. We only have one support on our team instead of two, and he refused to buy items for us. In fact, what items does he have right now? He got his axe, he's got an Oblivion Staff, and he's got a Ring of Health. That's it. That is all the items he's got right now. And he's standing in base doing nothing. And I leapt on him just to get the damage, and I'm just going to activate my heals. Not just to get the damage, just to get the kills. And now we're just going to push the towers. Start on things like the mud golems, the towers, the barracks, and the ancient creeps, and I guess the ancient itself. They aren't affected by the what is it? I just got owned by Razor there, even though he was already dead. The Burning Spears, that's what I was trying to say. They're not affected by the Burning Spears, so they don't activate and they don't damage me, which is a nice thought. It means I don't have to keep toggling it. And at this stage in the game, I leave them turned on all the time because when I'm attacking creeps with it, it pretty much doesn't do anything. Okay, so I dropped some sentry wards in our base in case we needed them. I pinged them to say there's someone there waiting to jump you. And I will be shortly sending the courier to the secret. In fact, there's another courier there, I could send that one. I don't have the gold for it yet, but to get the Hyper Gauntlet, which is 2,000 gold, I believe. And I'm almost back alive, so I'm sure I can earn that 500 gold needed. So yeah, I'm heading back there as fast as possible, hopefully using my phase boots at every opportunity. Looks like I shouldn't be doing that though. Basically, right now I was paying more attention to the fight and where I was going rather than the path I was taking. So I just about managed to change my camera in time and got it into the wrong position and died. But, well. Queen of Pain is pushing hard while that is happening though. And, oh, I thought Dragon Knight actually died. I guess he didn't. How much health does he have right now? Full health. Oh, he must have bought back. Okay, so there's a sniper in our base. Unfortunately, he doesn't last long. Well, unfortunately for him. And, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, now I'm sending the courier to the secret shop. It's fairly safe because everyone else is in their base attacking this. I'm not actually going to have a chance to get my Hyperstone then. So, that is Huskar. I hope I kind of explained how to use him. This wasn't the best game of Huskar that I played, so I will probably, if I get time, I'll probably go over one of the better ones that I lost and explain it a bit better. But, until then, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, Don't feed the trolls.